One thing, I guess, now understanding just in general how we want to get comfortable being uncomfortable, I want to give you guys just a couple of easy steps or things to think about when you're either choosing to do something uncomfortable, choosing to step into that distress tolerance, or if something happens and it's a reaction. Okay, either one you can use this for. And I use REST as the acronym because I think it makes it easy to remember. But the first step is relax. So when you're in that situation, just take a little step back, pause, stop doing what it is you're doing. Joanna, right? Like you get that email, you're going to take a step back, take a breath or two before you react, before you respond, before you do that next thing. That's super important so that we don't spiral into that fight or flight state, keep going into that sympathetic nervous state. We need a woof, consciously bring it back down just a little bit so that we are in control of it. It is not in control of us. You can just evaluate, tuning in, like noticing what is happening. What response does your body give? Is your heart rate increase? Do you start to hold your breath? Do you start to just go down a pattern of like, oh my gosh, well, this is going to lead to this, or if I don't answer this, and that's going to happen? Like, what happens? Or even to like, again, if this is in a workout situation, what else is around you? Are you reacting maybe to like another perceived threat externally to you, and that's what's triggering it, or just kind of tuning into some of your senses, like what is going on, what is happening? So that for rest, we have R, we have E. Then we have set an intention. So that S, intention is so powerful. What do we want to change? How do we want to show up in this situation? What do we need right now to make our intention happen? If our intention is being a little bit less of a people pleaser and upholding a boundary, what do I need right now? What do I need to do? How do I need to respond for me to get closer to making that intention happen? So set that intention, and then we get to take action. And I encourage you guys, regardless of the situation, do have it be a small action, but be mindful in that. You're trying to tune into just being mindful throughout this whole process so that again, we continue to be present for ourselves. When we're present, that's another way for us to have that grounding or to be more in that parasympathetic state and not let our body react to all of the stimuli going on around it. Little baby steps, small action, one change, one task. Just be mindful doing it and knowing that, hey, eventually this will just naturally occur. Instead of having to think so hard about how I'm going to hold this boundary or how I'm going to avoid checking this email, it's going to be your new normal. You're not even going to have to think about it. Your body's just naturally going to do it. And it's not going to have that same subconscious sympathetic reaction and be that same type of trigger as maybe it currently is. So that's kind of the example of how we're trying to build the resilience with a practice like this so that you can really truly show up in a sympathetic state when you need to and do your best there, right? Because sympathetic state isn't bad. It allows us to do a lot of things. It's just constantly being in that state or being a little bit dysregulated if we're trying to, do something else or feel a slightly different way.